Hi everyone, Miki Jacobs here. Welcome to Angel Chat. Have a happy Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about clairvoyant kids or children. And I got inspired to do this topic today because I often hear people that tell me that their children, specifically small kids, maybe perhaps age of 2 or 3 or 4, even all the way up to 5, see things that's not theirs, that's not there. Some, children describe all kind of shape of energy, or even faces, or eyes, or hair. So I thought I'll cover this topic a little bit and kind of tell you as to what to do if your child exhibit any clairvoyance ability. So, so first and foremost, all children absolutely see, able to see, and are seeing spirits. Specifically, any time between since they're born and all the way until about 4 or 5 years old. Some children obviously more expressive than others, and other children I come to realize that they don't know what to say, because obviously they don't quite see them here but then see half of them here, meaning just vision, so they don't know how to express it. So it's important to know that this is something that all of us have, in a way that when we arrive into a new body, the channel, as you know by my teaching, the way I call it, the channel to spirits, very much still wide open. The personality is not quite established. The ego, which of course byproduct of who we are when we arrive to this planet, it's still quite not shaped, which is why usually the ability of children to see spirits kind of start going away at the age of 5, 6, usually. I do hear people that tell me that their child is 7 or 8, but that's a little bit kind of the minority. As children get into the preteen and 8 and 9, and then unfortunately the channel completely get clouded, the ego kind of get established, just for lack of better words, and then the spiritual amnesia that we all have when we arrive to planet Earth about who we are in the spirit world, and completely kind of it's there, meaning the memory is completely forgotten when a child is kind of getting into the preteen. So it's important to know that no matter if your child is old soul or evolved or no, or can express him or herself, it doesn't matter. They all see their team, spirit guides, an angel, a departed loved one, they all do. So why is that important to know that your children, whether you are aware of it or not, can see spirits? Because it's kind of nice to encourage it and talk about it. Even if the child don't express that to you, and kind of look around. Pay attention to babies when they look around the cribs, kind of like pets do that sometimes, which of course pets see spirits, of course. So pay attention. Even in older children, 2 or 3-year-old, when they kind of look around, ask them, what do you see, in an age-appropriate, fun way, of course. If your child does express that they see something, eyes or face or anything, let them draw it out. If it's a 3 or 4 years old, certainly a little bit older, they can draw it out. The important things that I tell people or parents is you never ever want to shut the door, obviously symbolically. You do not want to, be fearful or tell your child, no, it's your imagination or imagination friend. You don't want to do that. You might want to buy a book about angels, a children book, and show them angel and kids have a beautiful connection in a way that angel, even the name angel, is soothing, because words have their collective energy, like death is very strong, or cancer, very strong, very heavy. Angels obviously are very light energy to the world itself. So when you show a children book with angel and wings and the soft white, and you tell them who they are and they watch over us, perhaps a child can describe something like that, because an angel would choose to appear to children with white wings, the soft beings, of course. Another important point to remember here, that whether your child able to see whatever it is, eyes or face or body, it's all good, only good. As you know by my teaching, and for those of you that experience my work a little bit more privately, I only deal with the light. I don't talk about negativity or negative entity. Are they there? Of course they're there. But we are so protected and so guarded and so watched for, specifically when we are young. There's so much shield around your children that anything that they see is out of goodness. It is probably their spirit guides, the angel that accompany them, and absolutely a departed loved one. More specifically, grandparents. Grandparents and grandchildren happen to have a very unique contract, soul contract, obviously, between the child and the grandparents on planet Earth, but it's also continue after life. So most time when children see spirit or express that they see spirit, it is their grandparents, grandmother or grandfathers, or great-grandfathers. So it would be nice that if the child is expressive or age where it's kind of coherent, and you ask, how do they look? Maybe you even show a picture or draw it to me, explain it to me, and you want to do it in a super light and fun way. Obviously, as your children, they would sponge your energy, and I do see a lot of parents that get fearful. It's something of no good. There is no something of no good. It is all good. A child would not surround himself or herself with a negative entity. So be uplifting, embrace it. It's very blessed for a child to express their clairvoyant ability in younger age. And what really, essentially, what you want to try and do is you want to stretch it beyond the age of 5 or 6 or 7 and into the teen and the adulthood, of course, because how blessed that is to be able to grow with the gift of talking to their team, as I call them, or spirits, or grandparents. How lovely is that? So the way you handle it, the way you react to it, the ways in which you explain what they see, who they see, introduce maybe angel grandparents, has a lot to do with how well the child would be able to handle what it is he or she see, or how much they'll be able to keep the channel open. Because obviously, if it's something that is welcomed by the parent, then you give a green light to the child to come again and say, Mom, I see that or that again. Or yes, they do look like that, or you get my drift. Because what you do is how to react. That is essentially how the child would react himself or herself to what it is that they see. Some children can get fearful, of course, especially as they get into 3 or 4, where it's a little bit more, whether they see on TV, on computer, nowadays, even that age, obviously bombarded with media and entertainment. So what do you want to do about it? Once again, bring angels, the word, a picture, anything. You bring a statue of an angel and you say about angel, and the angel watch over you at night in the room, and you talk about the light and everything age appropriate and fun, and light in energy. So if your kid is worried, then don't feed into it. Obviously, you just smile and laugh and say, wow, how great, how fantastic that is. So I hope that helped you a little bit. If you do have young children that exhibit that clairvoyant and express that ability to see spirit, which what clairvoyant means, or if you have others that know that, perhaps you can share that information with them. That would be great. So thank you very much for joining me today. Have a fantastic rest of the week, and I will talk to you next time with a brand new topic. Take good care. Bye.